Peter says my mom is watching, so hi mom. Today I have an extra special what's new for you all because our Tilda trunk show just came in. So all this beautiful Tilda comes all the way here to Noblesville just for y'all to look at and get inspired by. And I'm holding this whale because he's the first of many beautiful Tilda creations you're going to see today. Pam made this adorable whale. And look at how cute he is. Look at all these beautiful fabrics. This is all from this new Tilda stuff we've got. I think it's called Creating Memories. Yes. Creating Memories. And this is the summer project. They've got a different animal for each one. So I showed you the rabbit and the squirrel. The rabbit's name is Peter Jr. The squirrel's name is Horace. I don't know if the whale has a name yet.
There's the squirrel.
You
We can show the
Horace?
squirrel again.
Okay.
Yeah, let's look at the squirrel again.
How you doing? Just got a few packages for you.
Shipping receipt. Let's see him over here. Look at that. We got a little dot of fabric paint for the eye. Look how cute he is. And he's from the fall fabrics. So that's this stuff right here.
You want to go to our shipping and receiving department in the back of our building.
And we've still got some of these bundles left, so you should get them soon because they're running out quick. These are Fat 8s, and they're $54.99.
Nice.
I know we had some questions about that last video.
Oh, you've been reading the comments.
Yeah, I do.
You've been doing your homework.
I did my homework. So, are you guys ready for the first quilt? Peter, I think what we should do
Okay, what
is
we're
we
gonna do?
should go one by one, but we should hide the others. So
One
it's
by
like
one.
a spoiler.
Spoiler.
So I think we should do this leaf one first. Because that's all this fall fabric right here.
Okay, I'm falling in line with your plan.
Okay. That was really good. Okay, so here she is. Look at that. Look at all this beautiful goodness. And this is part of the trunk show that we just got. It came in Friday after we closed. And what's really special about it is just how much it showcases all those different diverse fabrics and colors. But it still kind of all ties it all together to that Tilda vibe, that Tilda magic that we all love. I especially love the blue. It really makes everything else kind of pop, blue and orange together. I kind of have a soft spot for it because it always reminds me of colors my dad wears. And I just think here it's just really beautiful.
Very nice.
You gotta look at the quilting really close.
Oh, right.
You gotta. It's so. Look how small
You
this
must be a
is.
quilter.
Hand for size. And look at this.
What?
How intricate. And then it changes. I don't know if you can pick up on that with your camera. Maybe with this one. But in the leaf, it's got like this feather pattern.
Oh, it does. Look at that.
I love this because it inspires you not only on the level of using those fabrics and piecing, but also what you can do on the long arm. And I love that. It's so creative and so fun. So I think next let's move to the apples, and that's gonna be
The
a
apples.
tall person quilt.
Tall person quilt.
I can't even point up there, I don't think.
Hold on. Let me get you pointing. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be from the winter collection. And it's all those same patterns, but in different colors now. We've got some pinks and greens and reds. And I love the apples. They're so fun. It's not something I would have thought of, but it's so cute. Oh yeah, we gotta cover the backing. I noticed actually none of these quilts have very big borders, and if they do have borders, it's going to be in this background fabric. It's not going to be in anything else, so it really showcases the main part and like the main idea of the quilt, which I think is really interesting and fun.
Yeah, I like the background of that one a lot.
Yes. It's almost berryish.
It is. That's a very good descriptor.
It's very good. And then I like the little stripes done in the quilting because they really contrast nicely with like the swirls, and that dark red thread really brings everything out.
I remember the first time I bobbed for apples. It was at a May festival, probably in grade school. Yeah, grade school.
Did you win?
Yeah, I used my twofers to bite into the apple. Yeah.
Sorry, I got her checked out, and
I also think the leaves are a nice touch, how every single one of them is a different green. And I actually think that pulls from greens
Oh, I didn't notice
elsewhere in the
that.
fabric line.
Look at that.
Yeah. So that's really fun. Some of them are more sea
Excuse
green
me.
and some of them are more bright and festive like this one.
You're an astute student.
Are there any that are the... Yeah, because there are some that are the same.
Yeah, they're just mixed through,
They're
mixed
just mixed
without.
out, yeah. I like that. I'm just shocked by how little the stem is here. Like, imagine piecing that. You go cross-eyed.
Would it make you a cross-eyed cricket?
Yes, it would. I'd be chirping for help.
Very nice.
Okay, let's take a brief pause from the quilts because we've got some smaller projects too. I find sometimes Tilda blocks are so small and intricate that it is just as fun as making one of these big quilts as it is to make something really small but with a lot of little pieces.
Hi.
So here's
I'm
our little Tilda display.
I'm piecing what you're putting together.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Me and Paige and Alex put this together on Saturday.
So it
If
was
you've
a,
been in, you've
so it was a you, Paige, and Alex crew.
It was. There were some ladder shenanigans.
Oh.
We all survived though, so it was okay.
So wait, let me get this right. It was you, Paige, and Alex,
Yes.
and a ladder
Yes.
with all these quilts.
Yes.
Why am I just now finding out about this?
Oh my gosh, you should ask Pam the story because Pam was watching. I'm pretty
What?
sure she had like 911 on speed dial. It was-
Why didn't somebody pick up the phone and said, "Oh my God, Peter, you got to come to Always and Stitches now"?
Probably because they were all too busy worrying about who was gonna fall off the ladder. Nobody did though. We're okay.
Okay.
Everybody made it. Although this thing,
Yeah.
don't use this as a step stool. I learned that.
Oh, did you?
Don't do that. But as a result, we've got super cute quilts, and I want to start with this guy right here because it's the whale
Whale.
again. I love this little seam right here. Look how tiny that is.
I'm gonna.
Is that a
have-
seam or like quilting? I can't tell. I think it's a seam.
That's a seam. I'm gonna have to put in a request for a whale joke.
I know. I'll have to think of one. And then the ocean, I like the quilting because it's got the bubbles like
Yeah.
water. Then it's got like the swirly twirlies like the ocean.
It's got a lot of motion.
Yes. And then on the back,
Oh.
they use the buttons.
Look at that.
And this pillow form is actually one that we sell. I just put it in there.
That button. Oh, we got the form for it.
Yes.
It seems like there's all these pillow patterns and we don't have the form, so we have
Yeah.
to order the form. And then Betty's like, "Why do we got all these pillows?"
That is what she says. But she has it really nicely organized back there.
She
too.
does. These people
Let's
here
see,
Always
this
in Stitches are on
is-
top of it.
What pillow form is it? It's 12 by 22 and it's Fairfield. So if you end up making this pattern, this is a great pillow form for it.
There it is.
And this is the summer pattern. So cute.
What color is that blue?
What color is that blue? It's the same color as your shirt, actually. This
Is
blue-
it pool blue?
Oh yeah, it's a pool tone.
Is it pool tone? Okay.
Yeah. It is the same color as
I'm
your shirt.
I'm bringing pool tone back.
Nice callback. We've also got, let's start up there actually. This is a spring pattern, but I like it because you don't often see that much brown used in any kind of spring fabric collection, but I like it because it kind of reminds me of dirt. Like you're planting a garden. And I
Yeah,
just
the
think it's so
earth.
pretty. Yeah.
Makes me feel very, very grounded.
Do you garden?
I do garden.
Ooh, how's that going?
It's going awesome. I got tomatoes. I have jalapenos. I got rosemary, basil, time.
Don't touch your eyes after you do that.
I know. My mom, she always should say that now. When you're working with those peppers, be sure not to touch anything with your hands after you're cutting those peppers open. Yep.
Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll smart. You'll do that once.
I think I did do it once when I was probably in middle school because I had a pepper garden when I was in middle school. I like growing cayenne peppers.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
I would garden, but I think probably one of the worst creatures in the world are tomato worms.
Oh, right.
Like, I would rather face down a bear than a tomato worm.
Okay.
They're disgusting. I hate them, and they're like squishy.
Okay, so what you're saying is, when I'm gardening this summer and I find one, you want me to put it in a cup, bring it to work, and put it in your lunchbox?
See, that's actually kind of the opposite of what I would really like you to do, which is like not that.
Okay.
If you put a tomato worm anywhere near my lunch, that tomato worm is instantly going on your keyboard when you go to post this video.
Okay. All right, deal.
It's gonna be your little friend.
Okay, I'll leave my tomato worms in my tomato garden.
Thank you. That would be great. We've got our second spring thing here. That rhymed. Did not mean for it to. And these are actually both pillows. It's just that we wanted some to hang up for you too.
Oh, I didn't know
these.
these.
Great wall hangings as well.
I didn't know these were pillows.
Yeah, they've got the buttons on the back too. It's kind of hard to get them down.
Right.
But I can show you guys the buttons later. They use on the back there, like the whale one did. Let me grab some of those right now, actually. So these buttons are what's on the back of this one and this one. And they make great little fasteners back there, and they really add a lot because they're covered in that fabric that obviously appears in the main part. And we just gotta talk about this quilting. We can't not. Like, look at that. Look, this is like the size of my fingerprint. I absolutely adore it. It is so pretty. And that's such like an interesting, challenging shape to work with. So I just love how big and bright that quilting is. When you stand back, that's the first thing you see. And that's really cool.
Very cool.
And then we gotta talk about the pumpkins. This, I think, would also make a really fun big quilt. And I can imagine it would go together pretty easily too, because you've got your 4 stripes here, and it just keeps the continuation of the pattern is cool. And then the pumpkins are quilted a little differently.
Oh yeah, they are.
You see like the arches there to give it texture, like 3-dimensional almost. That's cool. And this the little hook on the stem, look how tiny that is.
Who's piecing that?
I know. It's so precise too. I'm so amazed by that. I always love seeing Tilda stuff because it's always so intricately pieced. It does require some tears though.
So what's your pumpkin carving story?
My pumpkin carving story. I am twice the winner of a pumpkin carving contest.
What?
Yes. And the secret is, what you do is you get a green pumpkin and then you get an orange pumpkin and you combine the parts to make like a Franken pumpkin. And that kind of grabs people's attention every time.
That's genius. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, you just have to find a green pumpkin.
You just gotta find a green pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Franken parts, huh?
Franken parts. It works.
There you go.
I was like 8, I think. I don't remember.
Wow.
How do you know I have a pumpkin story?
I didn't know. I was guessing. It was a shoot in the dark. We're talking about this thing with pumpkins in it, and like everybody's carved a pumpkin, so I had to find out what your pumpkin story is.
So what's your pumpkin story?
My pumpkin story is, I think for Halloween, I actually used the actual pumpkin as my mask.
Oh, that sounds like it would be a little slimy and stinky.
I mean, you know, you don't think these things through when you're in grade school.
I worry about Tiny Peter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's just really pretty. I like the orange background, and overall, it just screams fall in a very fun Tilda-y way. Also, sorry, this is total side note. This binding And this, I could not imagine putting those colors next to each other normally, but here it is so fun because of like the eclectic nature of like the fabrics.
Yeah.
I love that. I love seeing those things work together when like they wouldn't normally. That's
Now I got to go back and show the bindings on all of them.
yeah, right? See that pink
That's really
jumps
cool.
out.
Yeah, I love that binding, that pink binding.
Then we gotta talk about this guy. Cause look at his little face.
Okay, have you ever put a bow tie on a duck?
I have actually made this. It wasn't with the apple and the stocking, but I have made this guy right here. He is so cute. I made him with a light blue background. And I think I gave him an orange tie.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember, but he turned out so cute. There are a lot of little parts to him, but he's just so much fun. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's so classy. He got dressed up to see you.
He did.
He did. And look at his little buttons. That was a great addition. That's not in the pattern. That was just what the quilter decided to make. And then the apple's got a little button on here too. Super fun. That's kind of a callback to the apple quilt. And can we just get a close-up of this dude's feathers here? Like, look at that. Look how tiny that is. I love that.
That's really tiny quilting. Oh my goodness.
The plaid feets are super cute. I love the plaid feets. And the stocking, I think, is really pretty. That would make a really lovely Christmas placemat. Or a Christmas tabletop. It's got a little button here, too. Sorry, I put together some coordinating threads, and they seem to be covering some of the pretty fabric.
Yeah, I probably need to do that because I quit carrying it.
Peter Jr.
There he is.
There he is.
I love that rabbit.
Oh yeah, he's your namesake. But I
Love
think we
it.
gotta talk about my very favorite creature in this entire thing. People all around the store have been saying that if this creature disappears, they will be
Oh.
checking my house first.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Look at this little face right here. Look at him.
So is this the one that's going to disappear in your locker?
Yeah, so this is actually, I don't have a locker right now. This is why.
Wait, you don't have a locker?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm just here for the summer, so
Oh, right.
I don't have a permanent residence in the back.
Okay.
But look at him! Look at his, and he's wearing a sweater. Or she could be wearing a sweater. Look how cute that is. Look at the little polka dots, the little snoot, the fluffy tail, and the quilting, the feather quilting along here makes it curl up and around just like a tail. Can you believe that?
That's cool with the
I
feather.
love it. And then he's got a snack. Like, this is everything he needs for a happy fall.
Right. He's
I
ready for winter, man.
Right? So cute. And then this quilting is really interesting to me because look at like the...
It is.
They got big
That's
swirls,
good
they got little
quilting.
swirls.
That's really good quilting.
And our theory about all this is free motion. But I don't know. What do you think? What's the verdict on that?
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. I'd have to say, ooh, I don't know.
I know.
I'm going to say free motion.
We should take a poll in the comments.
Poll. Is it
Yeah.
free motion?
Is it free motion? Is it not?
Yes.
Either way, I'm so intimidated.
It's actually not that hard to do free motion on your
Yeah.
domestic. This
Really?
size of a project is easy to do.
I guess I could see that.
Uh-huh.
Because
all you're doing,
move it around.
yeah, and all you do is you just start, like here you would just start with one curl, then you follow back, and then you do the next curl, and you come back and then do the next curl. So it's not too bad.
That doesn't sound bad. Okay.
It's easier than you think. You just have to make the commitment to that you want to do it, and then do it.
Yes.
And your first three you won't like, but the fourth time you'll like. So practice on three other projects before you do your money project. Yeah.
Test ones.
Yep.
Don't we offer quilting classes like that for emotion?
Yes.
Yeah. Occasionally we do.
Yes.
Check our website for those.
We have one coming up.
We do?
Yeah, let's take an intermission
Oh,
over
yeah,
here to the
totally.
class thing. We got Mary Bouvier's machine quilting. Here it is,
Yes.
free motion.
Look how beautiful.
June 10th and June 17th. And then she'll have more after that the rest of the year. She always has them.
And she's great. Like, look at how small and intricate all this is. Look at the accent threads. Like, this is just art. I'm always so amazed.
We're so lucky to have her as a teacher here.
Oh,
We really
absolutely.
are.
And she's so nice, too.
She's super sweet.
I feel like it definitely makes it less intimidating.
Very less.
Before we move on to our 2 other big fun trunk show quilts, I want to show you guys the flyers. You guys can pick these up and take them. They are yours. And this is just kind of showing you the Tilda brand, introducing you and helping you stay connected through their social media, how to buy, how to get more inspo through their social media. And Tilda's World is the resource I really want to point you guys to, because all these patterns that you're seeing today from the trunk show are completely free on the Tilda's World website. That's www.tildasworld.com. I've made patterns off of there. They've always turned out beautiful. That's where I found this little goose guy that I did last fall. And it's just a great opportunity to find some really cute, unique patterns for free. You can print them out. You can just have them on your computer. I usually just read off my phone, to be honest. But
Read
I
it
just
off the
really like
tab.
that because obviously everybody loves a free pattern, and these are just such beautiful ones you can do so much with. And they've got others on there from older fabric lines too, like, y'all know I love frogs. They have a frog block pattern. I've got a frog pillow at home from the frog block pattern. It's adorable. Ooh, I think one more thing before we move on to the quilts.
Cut.
So this is not to take home, but you guys can look through it. This is the Creating Memories catalog. And obviously you can see here the flower pillow we have also has a quilt to accompany it, which is so beautiful, and you could totally do that and expand upon the idea you saw here. And just throughout it, there are all sorts of other fun things. Like, look, the pumpkin block actually has a 3-dimensional counterpart here you can make for your home.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's lovely.
I love that.
One thing we don't have made up in the store is the sea stars,
Oh,
but I
look
think
at
they're
this.
so cute.
Look at that.
See what other fun things there are. And then this also helps give you like a reference for all of the fabrics that are offered and different ways they could be used in the quilt. They've got a little bag. And this would make the perfect little summery tote, you know, like a beach bag. I've been going to the pool a lot lately and just sitting down and like writing or drawing, and that's the perfect place to keep the sketchbook.
And working on your tan?
Tan in air quotes. More like chilling out there with some SPF 30. The egg quilts, I'm obsessed with. Look at
Dang,
that.
that thing's cool.
Like, just, oh my gosh, I'm just amazed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then
Oh,
the whales have a quilt.
With whale pillows.
I know, so cute.
Oh, look at the whales up at the top of the bookshelf. Look at little baby whale.
Oh my gosh, it's a whale room.
Yes.
I love that. You know, that's where whales go to send packages, the whale room. See, I knew we'd get a little joke in here somewhere. And see, they got summery totes too. This is also another one we don't have in our
Oh, that's
store, the birds,
pretty.
but look at how pretty.
Sorry about backed into you. Thank you.
I love how bright, and they have like the pinks and oranges in there. That's fun. They've got the fall. There's the leaves right there. And let's see what else we got. We're still missing winter. There they are. Look how cute. You could have a whole quilt made out of squirrels. Who doesn't need that in their lives?
And all the different sweaters.
Right? Name one person who doesn't need those. I've got 0 problems a squirrel quilt couldn't solve. Look how cute.
Oh, look at the dolls.
So those are also free patterns on Tilda's World.
Yes.
So you should check those out. I believe there's also a frog doll.
A frog doll.
For free on
You need
Tilda's
to make the
World.
frog doll.
I am afraid of dolls a little bit,
Oh.
but you know, maybe it's time. I think Jessica would be good at frog dolls.
I think the good thing is it's not a tomato hornworm doll.
That's my cue to move on to quilts. I got some exciting ones that will help me de-stress from the TH word. Because look at this! Let's look at this one. One look at this, you forget all about tomato worms. These are beautiful sailboats. They're so cute. And I love the tan background because it kind of reminds me of sand. Honestly, do you think this isn't doll fabric though? You couldn't do a quilt in doll fabric, could you?
I think that's the chambray.
That's the chambray?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the doll fabric's softer and that's the
Yes.
chambray. It's got a tighter weave. So all the backgrounds in these quilts are chambrays.
And we do have those.
And we have all the chambrays,
with,
yes.
conveniently, the Tilda fabric here. Let's show them really fast.
Detour.
Detour. And they're all down here. See, this is the one they use for the apple quilt right here. And we've got it. Look how much of that we've got.
They do not have to be.
How many yards do we have?
Ooh, let's see. Let's count. It's every 2 folds, right?
Yes.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The whole 9 yards.
Nice.
That's what we got. So if you want to make that exact quilt, we've got everything you need. Now, my favorite thing about
Except for the
sailboats-
boat permit.
Except for the boat permit. Yeah, you gotta get that yourself. I remember taking the boat permit test.
Uh-huh.
In like 8th grade, they made everybody take it. And it was so hard. Everyone failed it. Not a single person passed. Not a single person got their boat permit. To this day, I've never driven a boat. But what's beautiful about these boats is that it's so intricately quilted, right? The stripes go along with the sails in both directions, and then we get these up and down stripes, vertical. I said up and down because that's fun.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Though, you know?
But you know what doesn't have any quilting at all is the flags, and that makes them pop out almost 3-dimensionally. They're also bright colors. They're that red, that peach, that pink. They just pop out so much, and if you can see the quilt in person, you can really see like the dimension that adds. And we've got all those colors, I believe, or for the most part we do, or we can find something in our solids that works just as well. What would like be another good flag color that isn't on this quilt, do you think?
White.
White? Yeah.
Because there's a lot of... I mean, those are common.
Yeah.
It would be fun to just put one that was white or put a button on one of the flags for the mask.
Oh, yes. Now, I know in the catalog they actually showed buttons lined up along the sail,
What?
and that was for the pillow pattern, but you could do that on a quilt if you wanted to.
Oh, that would be fun
It'd
though.
be really cute.
I mean, you know, it'd be fun to do something different.
Yeah. It could be a good beachy quilt if you used more beachy colors like greens and blues and tans and yellows.
Okay, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
The whale.
The
The little
whale?
baby whale. Yeah, put some baby whales like mixed in throughout the
You
quilt.
could mix the blocks.
Yes. And then the starfish.
Yes!
We can't leave the starfish
Of
out.
course we can't. I don't think they have a starfish block, but that would
But
be a
there's
really
that starfish pattern. You can cut it out and then sew it to the quilt.
Oh, absolutely. It would be a good
Why aren't we
patriotic
writing
too.
quilt books?
We should. We should have pictures on the front like the 3-yard quilt ladies do.
Yes.
Here you go. Take my picture right now. So I just love this one. It's so summery. Another good, I think, block that would go good with this is, if you guys remember the Windy Day line, it
Yes.
had a pattern for like a quilt block of a girl with like her dress like out to one side because it was like supposed to be like windy. And I think that would go really great with that too.
That would go really great.
So I love like There's so many different block options on Tilda's World website that you can actually mix and match. You can make bags, you can make pillows, you can make quilts, whatever your heart desires. And there's a lot of room to sort of make it your own. Okay, we got the final one, and Peter, you'll like this one. Because it is a quilt full of Peter Juniors.
What?
Look at all these guys. They're so cute. And they all are wearing little sweaters. They got dressed up for the occasion.
And they got long ears.
Yeah, they realized that you don't get a second chance at a first impression. So they are wearing their absolute Sunday best for this video. Look at the bright colored flowers. I love that pinky one at the end of the second one right there. Look at that. I love their ears and their fluffy tails. This one has fun quilting.
Stop and obey by.
Oh yeah, it does.
Like, look at that. It goes whoop.
This is my book. I finished a bobbin.
And then the leaves have like little holly leaf patterns on them. Which I think that's cool.
I just remember somebody asking for sweets. And so it's really important that you do that.
I also love the binding of this quilt.
I think this was a while ago, and then the next.
My one critique is that I wish it had been on the bias, but for what it's worth, that yellow just pops so much.
It
And it
does.
just frames it really, really nicely.
It does.
And again, that's that chambray. And I think we actually have this background fabric as well. If you wanted to make an exact replica of the Peter Jr. quilt, you could accomplish that. You come in, we'll get you all set up. Maybe Peter Sr. will even do it for you. Never mind. I'm sorry, Peter. That went better in my head than it did out loud. Peter just had his birthday. Y'all should know that. But just look how cute. And these are all, you gotta give like the full angle now, like of like everything we've got on our wall. Like look at how beautiful all these are. Look at how diverse they are. We've got spring, summer, winter, and fall.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your help. Yeah, happy stitching.
I just think they're so pretty, and they're here to inspire you for as long as Tilda will let us have them. And maybe longer if you're talking about that squirrel. Can you think of anything else we should show Peter before we go?
No, you covered it all.
Okay. Well, I hope that you guys get started on these fun patterns. Please, 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 please bring it in if you do. I want to see it. Bonus points if you bring in the squirrel, because, like, I would be just absolutely thrilled out of my mind. Please bring in squirrels. And I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you come in and see it for yourself. And in the meantime, I will see you soon. Bye!